Hey everybody, Dirty Rob from the West Michigan Trail Runners and the Gazelle Sports Dirty Herd here with my review, my 2 cents of the Lone Peak 3.0. That's right, the shoe's been out for a while, it's not new. The new version is probably 6 months away, but I hadn't shared my thoughts on this shoe, so I thought I would. If you watch any of my videos, you know I'm a huge Lone Peak fan. I've loved the last 3 pairs, maybe of them, 4 pairs. I've loved them all, but I've really loved the last 3 as they've been my mileage horse every year. And this guy, quick skip to the end, is again my mileage winner for the last year. Is this particular pair in my hand has already over 300 miles in it, and I'm about to buy a new pair because I've got an Ultra coming up, and I'm not going to take this thing out for 50 miles. Time for a fresh pair. My feet deserve it. So anyway, they've made some changes to this model, good and bad. If you've done any internet research before you've watched this video, you know there's lots of opinions out there. So here we go, one more opinion to add to the masses. So let's get into this thing. Love the tongue, nice and padded, plenty of length for when I do my little lace lock. I don't have any lace issues popping over the top of this. Love the guidance system. Laces can slide around a little bit to avoid hot spots. Laces are nice and wide and flat, so again, at least my foot's not prone to any kind of hot spots when I have laces like this, so I love it all. The upper construction, big durable heel counter, much more narrow and fitted heel counter, not quite as padded as previous versions, but I love this. Definitely feels like it's more part of my foot than I'm wearing a shoe. The other versions, you were wearing a shoe. This one definitely feels like you're latched onto this midsole a little bit better because there's less material here. That's awesome. The rest of the upper, you can see way more overlays than the last version. And this is where kind of, I guess, the hottest debate is. Version 2.5, people argued that it wasn't durable, that it would rip through, that it was too sloppy. No matter what you thought of that one, I personally love 2.5. I didn't have any durability issues. I didn't feel all that sloppy in it. I thought they were great. I think this is equally great. When I put them on, mile 1 of first run, my fifth metatarsal rubbed a little bit on this stitched overlay there. I can tell you by mile 2 I'd forgotten about it, and I haven't thought about it a bit since. If you have a foot that's a little on the wide side and you need extra space, this might feel unusual, but I can promise you it's not going to give you an issue. It's going to fit great, it's going to run great, and it's going to feel great by the time that first run's over. It's still that wide, natural toe box. In fact, I like the toe box in this version versus last one because this one seems a little more squared off. I lost a toenail on the last shoe because I felt like it tapered a little quickly, and my third toe got rubbed, and that was when I lost a toenail. 300 miles in this shoe, not even a black toenail or a blister on either one of my third toes. So whatever they've done to this thing is great in my book. The overlays, yes, it seems bulky, but you definitely get tied to the midsole way better than the last version, so it really feels like you're really strapped onto that midsole. I don't care about them. It seems, I've been running in the winter in them, so I haven't run in the summer yet in them, so I can't say they run, warmer than the last version or not, but I haven't noticed a temperature issue with these warmth-wise, and they've narrowed the weight down even a little bit more, so it's not added weight, so I don't care about all the extra overlays. I don't care that it is there. I like to call out to version 1 with the little mountain range on there. I think it's fine. I would honestly, if you're reading all the reviews and you're listening to these videos and you're checking out and doing your homework, I would definitely, at the end of the day, put them on your feet and let your feet decide. I think it's a great update all around. I don't have any significant issues. I have one minor issue I'm going to get into in a second, but it's really just personal nitpicking. So all in all, this shoe's fantastic. It's great. Ultra keeps hitting out of the box, and I love it. So please, Ultra, whatever you're doing, just keep it up. It's great. The midsole, still A-bound, still guarding the wrap in the middle of that, still 25 millimeters, still zero drop like they do in all our shoes. Here's my one complaint about the shoe. And again, this is really a nitpick. The lug pattern on the bottom. You can see I have some screws because, again, we've had a muddy, icy, nasty thaw cycle here in Michigan. It's been brutal. But you don't see too many spikes because so many, and I love putting my spikes, my sheet metal screws around the perimeter of my shoe. And so many of these lugs are angular and small, and the screw kind of hangs off, and you catch a stick and they get ripped out. So I wish in the next version, Ultra, if you're listening, it's not too late, maybe, you'd make the perimeter lugs a little bit bigger to hold the sheet metal screw a little bit better. Minor complaint. If you're listening, great. We would appreciate it. We would love it. But again, super minor complaint. Other than that, the shoe's fantastic. I love the tail rudder's been sawed off a little bit. Still have the gator trap on there. That's awesome. Like I said, still zero drop. And like I said, still foot shaped. All those great things. Weight-wise, 12.6 ounces for my size 14, which is fantastic. I'll take it. It's the center of that kind of 10 to 15 range, which I love. like I said, the shoe, with whether it's the stripped down heel, the better lacing system, the overlays, they reduce weight, it really feels like you're strapped onto the midsole of the shoe, and it seems like it's a little faster shoe than the last version where you felt like you were wearing a shoe more than this one. So all in all, 2 thumbs up. Obviously, it has earned a spot in the trunk of my car. You can see how filthy it is. I shouldn't even brought it in the house. I mean, I'm buying my second pair because I've got a big run coming up. I want a fresh pair for that. This shoe is awesome. Home run, as always. Altra, keep up the great work. It's much appreciated. So that's it. Predictable. I love them. They're great. End of story. So appreciate your time, guys. Comments in the section below, and I will see you on the trails. Peace out.